reached the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. Here we go. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to pass. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 empty tape. 11 empty tape.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Chance so good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. This will wind up a loss on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On 1, ready?
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On 1st and 10, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns
Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
He's got it to the 43 here. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
11, MT, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
On 2.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st Here's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Khalid Kareem in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 36, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the 50, it's Watson. Trucks over him. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 1, ready?
2nd down and 7.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2, ready?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
He'll get it inside the 20. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
11.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Watson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now. and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here. As now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
11, Palmer.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gun. Got it. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little